Hello everybody and welcome back to Make Money Now. It is well known that a person is primed for financial success in their 20s to 30s. It is within this age range that an individual has the greatest potential to earn money, invest and grow their savings. Millennials aren't perfect when it comes to financial planning and wealth management. The road to financial independence can be a struggle for many, especially for millennials, but it's not impossible if you gain the right knowledge and commit to making smart money decisions. The right time is always as soon as possible. If you haven't started saving, it's time to identify your bad financial habits and then fix them immediately. Unfortunately, however, the educational system fails to instill the advice that millennials need to take advantage of this phase in their lives. As a result, a lot of them make financial mistakes that can affect their ability to pay their rent and save enough to retire early. But before we go into that, welcome to our channel. Tap that red subscribe button down below and make sure you hit the like button as well, because that helped us reach more people like you that want to find out about these amazing apps. We would appreciate that. Make sure you stay as you don't want to miss out on these amazing ways. 1. Letting credit card debt pile up. You're at the checkout line and there's allegedly a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to save $25 or 10% on your initial purchase if you take just a few minutes and open a store credit card. Sound familiar? We all face these temptations, and despite the short-term financial benefits or savings by opening a new line of credit, you should almost always just say no. Using your credit card regularly and responsibly is one of the most effective ways to build or rebuild your credit. A good credit score can help determine whether you get approved for a mortgage, auto loan, or even renting an apartment. According to a recent poll from creditcards.com, about 1 in 4, 23%, of millennials say they've been carrying a balance on their credit cards for at least a year. There are 2 important rules when it comes to using credit cards. Don't rely on it to pay for life's necessities, and don't overspend on things you don't need. If you're a new graduate who is just entering the workforce, try to put as much money as you can into your bank account during the first 6 months of your career. This will give you a head start in building your savings, making it easier to zero out your credit card balances every month. Find a couple of good credit cards and use them responsibly to get the perks and build up your credit score. But do yourself a favor and stay away from the temptations and hassles associated with having a credit card in your wallet for every store you've ever walked into. 2. Not having a rainy day fund and an emergency fund. First, it's important to understand that these are 2 entirely different things. An emergency fund is your safety net in case you run into financial emergencies such as job loss, illness, or injury. A rainy day fund is intended for smaller, more predictable expenses such as a sink repair or trip to the mechanic. Typically, an emergency fund should provide a 3 to 6 month cushion of living expenses. To calculate how much you need for your rainy day fund, get a handle on your potential future expenses such as utilities, groceries, and insurance. 3. Spending at the rate of their earnings. When you're young, living in the moment sounds a lot more appealing than planning for the future, but you'll never reach financial freedom if you keep falling into the trap of lifestyle inflation or increasing your spending as your earnings go up. That means don't upgrade to a bigger apartment just because you got a raise. Don't plan for an expensive vacation just because you got a bonus. Instead, focus on the bigger picture and save the money or use it to pay an existing debt. With just some minor belt tightening, you can grow your money and spend it on more important goals, such as buying a house, early retirement, protecting your family, or even having the wedding of your dreams. 4. Not being proactive about their health. As Warren Buffett once said, you only have one mind and one body for the rest of your life. If you aren't taking care of them when you're young, it's like leaving that car out in hailstorms and letting rust eat away at it. And guess what? Getting rid of all that rust is going to be very expensive. While it may sound like a drag, being proactive about your health will help you live longer and prevent high health care costs in the future. Start by maintaining a healthy diet and exercising often. Take advantage of your employee health benefits by getting routine health screenings. These tests can help you identify potential issues early before they turn into something serious. Number 5, not investing in the stock market. According to the 2018 Gallup poll, only 37% of young Americans, aged 35 and under, said they owned stocks between 2017 and 2018, compared to the 61% of people over the age of 35 did own stocks. Sure, there are many risks when it comes to opening an investment account. You can't control exactly what the market does or the rate of return you can earn. What you can control, however, is how much you save, what percentage of income you put into long-term investments, and how you invest those funds. Investing in the stock market is one of the fastest ways to grow your wealth. If you're clueless about how to invest, consider working with a financial advisor. Number 6, not saving for retirement. Waiting too long to begin saving for retirement is a huge mistake that will come back to haunt you in the future. According to a 2018 report from E-Trade, more than a third of millennials make withdrawals from their 401k plans to pay for a bigger purchase, vacation, or other personal expense. The general rule is to put at least 15% of your pre-tax income each year into a savings account. Many employers offer to match their employees' contributions, up to a certain percentage, to a company retirement fund such as a 401k plan. One common excuse we hear from millennials is, "But I don't make that much money." If that's the case, work on restructuring your lifestyle so you can live on less than you make. Each setting aside $20 a month can even make a difference. Adulting when not ready. Number 7. Research shows that millennials in general are choosing to delay some life accomplishments that are linked to adulting, such as getting married and buying their first home. Being an adult is a rewarding and satisfying feeling, but even when the timing is not right, some millennials give in to peer pressure, leave the comforts of their parents' home, and start a family of their own. If you don't have the financial firepower to start living an adult life, you shouldn't feel bad nor be pressured into making these life-changing decisions yet. 8. Having too many things on their plate. Millennials are perhaps the first generation to have been exposed to what society now acknowledges as modern technology. And as many statistics and reviews can attest, this generation is addicted to technology and the opportunities it brings. Millennials are spending too much money on too many activities, from signing up to Groupon for some kickboxing lessons to moving on to a new hobby the following week. They also spend too much on consumer goods, such as content-on-demand services like Netflix. When it comes to investing, they diversify into too many baskets, buying into the newest company to launch an IPO or the latest cryptocurrency to pop up. While you encourage to take risks and be proactive with growing your money, you should try to direct all that energy into actual things that produce. These financial mistakes are the biggest ones that millennials have been found guilty of. If you can avoid them, you'll be better off than the 25% of the millennials in the US that are currently experiencing financial stress. Many millennial households are on their way to building substantial wealth. They are saving 20% or more of their paychecks, investing in 401k accounts, and keeping their debt levels low. But others, even those with good educations and solid careers, are making financial mistakes. And some are making them over and over, digging a hole from which it may take years to climb out of. Millennials can still help themselves over the long term by avoiding several key errors. When it comes to managing money, there isn't one right way that works for everyone. Millennials have different financial habits that generations before them are more likely to have lifestyle creep and delay saving for retirement. If you're a millennial, don't make these money mistakes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like down below. That would help us out in YouTube's algorithm. We would really appreciate that. That's pretty much it, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, turn on the post notifications, and then we will send you a message every time we come out with a new video, just like this one, for you to make money online. So make sure you go do that and then enjoy your day.